What's up, everybody? It's about that time. One more week until Super Bowl 47. I'm so excited for this. Every year when Super Bowl week comes around, I just, I, I wish it was my team playing, but kudos to both teams, both Baltimore Ravens and the San Francisco 49ers. A lot of my friends on YouTube, on Facebook, they're fans of this, and it's good to see their teams go. Like I said, I wish it was my team, but got to give it up to these two guys. They fought all season long through injuries and through trials and tribulations. It took blood, sweat, and tears to make it to this stage. They may never make it again, but who knows? Now, these are the storylines for Super Bowl 47, and I'm going to be also making my picks, so stay tuned for that. Now, the storylines heading into Super Bowl 47, you have Colin Kaepernick, the most talked about quarterback in the NFL to date. This year, Colin Kaepernick started after Alex Smith got injured in Week 10 with concussion, and Jim Harbaugh decided to keep him in as his quarterback. Now, a lot of people were like, "Oh, he's a second-year quarterback. He came from Nevada. You don't know how good this guy's going to be." And on his first start, Monday Night Football, he showed that he was pretty good. Putting up good yards and putting up points against the Chicago's defense, who's known for stopping teams from scoring. And so people were thinking, okay, 1 week, let's try next week. Well, he went for the rest of the season and just blew people's minds, including me. And I'm not a San Francisco fan. So playoff time comes around, and you're thinking, okay, San Francisco has the first round bye. Whoever they play next is going to be tough because this team is wanting to win because they won the wild card round. Well, their opponent is the Green Bay Packers, and the Green Bay Packers just have had a lot of problems on offense, and just defensive injuries have gotten, just made them to where they just can't operate on defense quite as well as they could. And I don't know if it was, defense or if it was just Colin Kaepernick, but the 49ers took down the Packers and head to the NFC Championship. Now, let's go ahead and talk about how the Baltimore Ravens got here and some of their storylines. The main storyline in Baltimore has to be Ray Lewis, and this is going to be his last ride. And what a way to end it off than playing in the Super Bowl. Win or lose, I think that this is going to be a defining moment for Ray Lewis because having a torn bicep or a tricep, coming into the playoffs, or I mean, for him to come back and to lead this team to where they are now, I mean, it's amazing to see. Now, Ray Lewis didn't do it by himself. You gotta look at Joe Flacco. People are questioning his abilities and his, I don't know, his eliteness. How good of a quarterback could he be? Could he lead this team to the promised land? And I think a lot of the questions were answered. He has taken this team to the Super Bowl, and behind great wide receivers, great running team, and Bernard Pierce and Ray Rice, and like I said, great wide receiving core, Anquan Bolden, Jacoby Jones, and I mean Torrey Smith. The list goes on, and Joe Flacco showed that he is a great quarterback for years to come. Now, they've been this stage before. They've been to the AFC Championship, so they knew what it took to win. They played the same team. Although, game plan's a little different. They came out on top, and now they're heading to the Super Bowl. And what could be Ray's, defining moment? I mean, he has a Super Bowl under his belt, but these kids and these guys on this team, they have that chance to smell success, and it's that close to them. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the NFC Championship game. The Atlanta Falcons were favorited. They're number one in the NFC. They were favorited to, win. Now, the week before, they gave up a big lead against Seattle, and Seattle almost came back and won, but Bryant kicked the field goal, and so to say, they defeated them. So, now we have the Georgia Dome. The Falcons play really well in the Georgia Dome. They don't have to face the outside elements. And you figured that they would have a chance because they've, gone this far and there shouldn't be no quitting. Well, the 49ers just had their number that day, and that's why they're, NFC champions. Now, I've already went over Baltimore's reason why they're, AFC champions and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and talk about the game. Now, the Super Bowl game, I'm expecting it to be a high-scoring game due to the fact that both these teams put up lots of points in the playoffs. And, you know, both defenses have struggled at times, but whenever it mattered, they made the plays and they won their games. Who has the better defense going into this game? I would have to say it has to be the Baltimore Ravens due to leadership. Ray Lewis, he can rally the troops at any time, and they listen to him, and they take his advice, and they work, harder than any other defense in the NFL, in my opinion. Offensive-wise, it has to be a tie. Joe Flacco, 8 touchdowns, no interception in this playoff. I mean, that's incredible. Colin Kaepernick, not only can he throw the ball, but he can make plays with his feet, which Joe Flacco really can't do. But, who knows? The Ravens defense may stop Colin Kaepernick from doing anything. But we'll only see on February the 3rd. So let me go ahead and make my pick with this game. Now, a lot of people are going to choose the 49ers because, they deserve it more. But in my opinion, both teams deserve a Super Bowl title. Even if it was a team that I really didn't care for, if the Falcons would have made it, I would have said, but both them and whoever they were playing deserve the title. I mean, I wish it could go into a tie and they could split the title, but, that can't happen. So, with this game, I'm going to have to just go with more experience. I'm going to have to say, is when it comes to leadership and when it comes to how great players have been in this playoff, I'm going to have to go with the Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl. A lot of storylines are pointing to Ray Lewis as being his last year, and, when he came in, they had a lot of struggles on offense and in defense going into the playoffs, but when Ray Lewis came back, he rallied the troops and brought them back to greatness. That's where they are today. So I'm taking the Baltimore Ravens to win the Super Bowl and for Ray to go out on top. So all you 49er fans, I'm sorry, but I mean, my analysis could not be as good. So I hope you guys like my pick, and if you didn't, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. No negative comments, please. So tell me what you think. Tell me who you think is going to win and why they're going to win and all that fun stuff. So I'm looking forward to hear what you guys got to say. Make sure you follow me on Super Bowl Sunday at @just_epic. I'm going to be looking forward to tweeting with you guys. So I'll see you guys on Super Bowl Sunday.